Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel. My name is Tony. This is the 15-minute gamer, and today we're back in DCS. Today we're going to talk about this thing here, which is the TADS. The reason we're going to talk about this is the next 3 videos are all about blowing shit up. And to blow shit up, it's a lot easier if you can know how to work this. So, right, before we start though, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell, smash that like button, and comment below if there's anything you want to see. Just bear in mind though, these videos are quick, short, easy tutorials to get you to do something and make it work. Keeping it simple. If you want the complex stuff, watch some of the other YouTubers. This is about keeping it simple. Right, so before we start though, this is the TADS. This is the left hand grip. This is the right hand grip. We need to go and look at controls, of course, before we do anything. So, right, so we're going to AH-64 Co-Pilot or Gunner. In here, the controls you're looking for is a left hand grip. Now there's a few important buttons on here. You don't need them all though. So I would say, if I start at the top, the main ones you kind of need here. These two I wouldn't worry about. They're for different things, different days. This is important though. This is your field of view. So this is the TADS field of view. This is kind of how you zoom in. So as you can see, zoom in, wide, narrow, or medium. I've got them set to a hat on my throttle. If we go down a little bit further, this is FLIR and TV. I would say TV is better for daytime. It's easier for spotting targets, but it's handy to have both of them set up, and you can zoom a bit further on TV as well. Just so yeah, have both of them set up. I have them as a switch on my throttle. Further down is your weapons action switch. So this is how you go from gun, missile to rocket. You don't need air to air. It's not in yet, so don't worry about that. And then trigger switch, first detent. This is how you fire. So I've got it on my trigger. I've also got second down as space because mine only does 1. You can't like hold it a little bit then a bit further. So yeah, I've got mine set up a little bit differently, but I'd have the first detent as the main one. Next up is your right hand grip. So if we go down to right, this one's kind of got quite a few important buttons on. I wouldn't worry about the enter button. Nice to have. I wouldn't worry about it for this one. Polarity, again, nice to have. It changes like the scale of the picture. I would bind it, but it's not super important at this point in time. What is super important are these buttons right here, including this one. LRFD trigger is your laser. This is how you laser range find. This is how you laser a target for your Hellfires. Really important. You want it on the second one. The first one just fires a quick laser for range finding, so it's not vital you have that set. I would go more for the second one if you're running out of buttons or you're not sure what to put. I've just got that set as one on my flight stick, which is kind of beside one of the hats. Next up is the manual tracker. Down, left, right, and up. This is how you move the crosshair across the picture. So really, really important. I've got mine set to like a little joystick on my controller. Not the most accurate way to do it, but I find it works pretty well for me. Next up is this. This is HMD sight select switch. You want it set HMD and TADS. TADS is your display, which is the computerized display. The HMD is your monocle, your heads up display, whatever you want to call it. And you do need to be able to switch between the both of them, so make sure you have them set as well. Final button, slave button. We're not going to cover that in this video. That's how you basically, if you've got something on the, I think it's like this, I could be wrong, but if you slave a target, it'll mark it on the map so that you can like quick select it and stuff like that, as far as I understand. But again, I keep things simple. That's like way to how I normally play this game. Right, so that's all the controls you need. So let's jump back into the helicopter. I am still getting used to the eye tracker, so just bear that in mind. My eyes might be a little bit all over the place. We talked before, this is your heads up display here. If you press the button you assigned to TADS before, you'll get the TADS display. Other one, back to HUD, TADS. Now, 2 ways to control the TADS. We're going to go back here for 2 seconds. If you're in this mode, you cannot move the TADS. The TADS does not move in this mode. No siree. You need to go to this mode. Now, you can move. You can view the TADS in this screen or on the monitor. I personally prefer the monitor. You might not. If you want to do it on this screen, that's fine. As I said, if you want to go to the monitor, you have to press I. That removes the monocle. And now, if you look at the screen, you can move things around. You'll see the little button moving on there. Just going to zoom in a little bit so you can see. Now, all the buttons around the edge are all pretty self-explanatory, I guess. Level and grain is like contrast kind of thing. So you can see there, like level it up or down. Grain. This is your elevation, azimuth. I wouldn't really bother with. Any of these on the bottom for the moment, you don't need. This is your brightness and contrast. Press this button, kind of resets it. Up here, you've got days, so if you do night flying, you can do it like that. And then these buttons again for this, you don't really need. So that's why we're in this view. I just want to show you this. This is kind of the pod moving around as you look around, which I just think is so cool to see. Right. And obviously if we add the gun slave to it, it'd be even better. Right, we have some targets over here. You can kind of see them there if I just zoom in. There you go. Put a couple of trucks down. We're not going to destroy them today, obviously. Right, so let's go and find one of them. Gotta remember where forward is. Right, there you go. You can see 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one is just there. If I want to zoom in, I've got that set so you can have the different kinds of views. Look how close we can get, or far away, in or far away. I can also change the mode. So if you look at FLIR, see how it's a little bit further away. So if you want to get a bit closer, just knock it down into TV mode. There you go, you can get a lot closer with TV mode. And that's basically it for the TADS. I'll just show you the laser designator very quickly and some of the reasons it may not work. So I'm gonna just quickly put this on. From here you can see I've got guns selected on here. You see that just with the rounds 300. Gonna knock that off now, just by pressing the I button. I'm then gonna press this button here, which is arm and safe. So there you go, it's now armed. If the laser doesn't work, it's probably because you haven't clicked the armed button. The other reason your laser may not work is if you come down to this display here, go to weapons, and go to utility at the top here, make sure laser is there. Can you see that there? Just make sure that has got like the little thing in. There you can see it's off in it and it's now on. And what I'll do is just move to that target and to laser it. That's how you know it's lasered. Can you see that there when it's on it like that? And that's how you know it's lasered, when it's got like a little crosshair. And that is it, guys, for TADS. That's how TADS works. Pretty straightforward. If I want to shoot now, I could blow this truck up. All you have to do is laser it. Bang, bang, bang. There we go. Easy as that. See? Just hovering around, blowing shit up. What more could you want? You don't need to know anything else. Right, guys, I'll be back in the next video when we'll be looking at how the gun works, getting it set up, rounds, that sort of thing. Now the trucks are panicking, and I'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye.